Hey everyone, it is an absolutely beautiful day out today. And yes, we are back out among the tombstones. And let me welcome you to North Central 2025. Today, we're going to be cleaning the stone here behind me. This is an infant son of J.A. Smith. Now, J.A. Smith is not buried here. He's buried in another cemetery. But one of his wives, who died pretty early, is still here. He ended up remarrying in another cemetery. He's buried with her. But this is Safrana L, and she was a wife of J.A. Smith. And this is their infant son who passed. So he's an infant. He didn't spend that much time here on this earth, but it doesn't matter. It's still a memorial to him. It's a marble stone, and we're going to get it looking back like it. Let's get started. All right, guys, so as always, first thing is first, we're going to wet the stone down, get it nice and wet. That way anything that's on here that needs to hydrate can hydrate. Now, one of the last things that I did right before the end of last season, come in here and I treated all these stones, or many stones in here, with wet and forget. So a lot of this is dead, which is good. We're just gonna give it a nice little coat. This is just a solution of water and Orvis paste. I like to use Orvis paste on the initial scrub. We're going to let this stay wet and soak for about 10 minutes or so. Just help get everything nice and wet and hydrated. Yeah. All right. See you guys in about 10 minutes. So I always like to wear gloves when I can remember. It's not to protect my hands from any harsh chemicals or anything like that I would be putting on this stone. I'm not putting any harsh chemicals on this stone. Orvis paste is a very, very mild soap. Of course, water. And I'll be using D2 biological solution, which is non-toxic and biodegradable. And it's actually made for stones like this. And the National Cemetery Administration actually, D2 biological solution is recommended by them to use on these. So make sure the stone's good and wet. The brush that I'm using here, this is natural fiber Tampica. It's a very soft brush. Something else that the National Cemetery Administration advises to use. And here we go. Guys, I'm not putting very much pressure on this at all. I just want to try and get the big stuff off. The dirt, the grime, anything that's going to come off, I want to come off. If it's not, I don't want to sit here and scrub the crap out of this stone is what I'm saying. This is an old stone. She could definitely be brought up and redone. I don't know if it's got a keyway down underneath this. It does. Okay. On the list. So it's got a keyway down underneath the soil. It's been buried. What needs to happen is this all be brought up, get all the old mortar and stuff out of it, new mortar put in it, or set the keyway nice and straight, new mortar put into it, and reset the stone. And we will do that for this little child. It's just a baby. Just a little one. Didn't even put a name on it. Might not have even named it. Okay, that's that. Here we go. All right, so as promised, D2 biological solution, non-toxic, biodegradable, good stuff. Give it a nice light spray. Got it off. Give it a nice light spray. That's it, guys. The next several months, D2 is going to work on this. Every time it gets wet, D2 is reactivated by water. All right, guys, that is infant son of J.A. Smith. His stone still doesn't look that great, right? Don't worry, the D2 is going to work on it over the next several months. And sometime around May or so, if we have to do it again, we'll come back in here, we'll re-scrub it and retreat it, and it'll work all summer long on it. Guys, thank you so much for everything that you do. It's really appreciated. I hope you stick around. I got some big plans to do things in this cemetery. It's going to be great. And as always, until the next time, I will see you in the next video.